The drummer that keeps drumming long after the dead has been buried is interested in the widow. My special way to welcome you to the corner with your boy G-willzy, where we talk about a whole lot of things and we react to a lot of issues, more especially issues on social media. And today, well, we've got something. I'd like you to take a guess. Alright, you know what, just pause right there. We will be right back and I'll tell you what we got right here on the corner. I know you're trying to guess what we're talking about today, but do not guess further because I guess your guess might be right. Well, we're talking about politics and something about politics today. We're looking at, there's been a lot of campaign ahead of the 2019 general election, and a lot of political parties have always been like, everyone is campaigning with this particular catchphrase, the new Nigeria. Everyone want to see the new Nigeria. So right now, it's like, how possible is it for us to have a new Nigerian, and what are your expectations for this new Nigeria? Do you think it's very, very possible it can happen or it cannot happen? Whatever you feel right now, it's all about the reaction, and we will be reacting right here, and then an advice that probably will go to whoever becomes the president of Nigeria come 2019 general election. So stick around as we go take reaction from our people.
A new Nigeria to me is a Nigeria that is devoid of corruption. Take it or leave it. Our biggest problem in this country is corruption, and if corruption is effectively dealt with, then I believe we would all be close to that new Nigeria we all yearn for. I expect the new Nigeria to be one we can all be proud of. I expect the new Nigeria to be one, everybody can beat his or her chest and say, I have contributed to it, because and my expectations for the new Nigeria is a lot, man, a lot. Fighting corruption to a larger extent to us individuals in our respective endeavors, be it our workplace, school, church, gathering, wherever you find yourself, to just do what you have to do right and go push for that new Nigeria. We can achieve a new Nigeria first of all with this election. This is our right to vote. We all have a right to vote. Use our PBC to elect leaders that can possibly give us that new Nigeria we all yearn for, because without us coming out en masse to vote, especially in this period of election, we would all deny ourselves of that new Nigeria we all seek for.
What did the Bible say about a new earth? Now, what the Bible said about a new earth is paradise on earth. No more diseases, no more hunger, no more evil. Everything is perfect. Of course, they always say nothing is perfect, but this new earth is perfect. There isn't even a slight flaw. It is 101% perfect. That is, if there's any other percentage above 100. Trust me, that is what a new earth is. Perfection to the core. In fact, beyond the core. If we're talking about a new Nigeria, this is not paradise, but we are talking about a lot of changes. We're talking about uninterrupted power supply. We're talking about perfect road. We're talking about unnecessary traffic. We're talking about the eradication of all these shamed policemen on the way. We're talking about military bullying on the road. We're talking about all these public transport drivers who just disobey traffic rules, and there is nothing done about it. We're talking about quality education. We're talking about, please, let's just name it. We're Nigerians here. We know what we're going through. We're talking about steady income. We're talking about job opportunities. We're talking about not being underpaid. We're talking about people not scamming us. We're talking about the reduction of ritual killings. We're talking about the eradication of terrorist attack. All these is what we call new Nigeria. Yes, we know that no matter how good a country will be, there will always be dents. But these are dents that one should be working on taking care of. That is why America or Europe or even Ghana, that is even an African country, are where they are right now. I have to be sincere with you. In order for us to achieve this, we need to start by voting for the right person. But it's quite unfortunate that it's either we're voting APC or we're voting PDP.
I feel yes, a new Nigeria is possible. But different government, no APC, no PDP, a different government. I believe with a different party, they will do everything possible to win the hearts of Nigerians and not to lose that position, because everybody knows here in Nigeria that the only parties that rule this country, PDP and APC. So I believe if another party is given a chance, they will want to lose that opportunity in years to come. And I believe that Nigerians themselves need to work on themselves to be able to get this new Nigeria we're all dreaming about. And my advice to people is not to sell their vote. Although yes, people are afraid and scared about coming out to vote if there's going to be violence and all that, but we just have to give it a try. We just have to say no to all this going on in this country. Many people are leaving the country for a better life. Why don't we stay back here and make our country a better place, which is actually achievable if this crime and corruptions can reduce in the country. I didn't say it's going to go totally. No country is totally non-corrupt, but at least we can make an effort. We can try, and I'm sure with God and with prayers, we're going to go find this country.
Nigeria, my country. The new Nigeria to me seems to be still a distracted place. We see Nigeria that I know is still the distracted place to be. Although we have happened to receive a lot of information, quite not much information, but we've received information that we are processing wrongly. The new Nigeria still has the same heads of state trying to represent themselves in the way the white people will do. You see, the foreign life and the foreign bodies will never, ever play their constitution the way the black people do, because they even invented constitution for the black people. If the black people are going to understand constitution, they probably should not understand the constitution the way the white people do, because the white people have very good mindset and they follow through the way things should be. But right here, the government is not a problem. We are the problem. The Nigeria of today are the people, and the people are the problem. So if the people cannot constitutionalize or obey the constitution is the word rather, then the constitution was not meant for them in the first place. So why borrow constitution when we can make our own constitution? Look at it very well. We are fucked up people in our country. We do things the way we want. We have a lot of illiterates around the corner because they don't even have a good mindset. If you want to follow through on the foreign man's constitution, then you need to orientate yourself on how to work out things, the environment in the society. But if we cannot achieve orientation, then there is no constitution that will suit the people. So the new Nigeria that I see is still the same thing as the whole Nigeria. Whether or not there's a lot of gonna change if we do not orientate. Okay, so what are my expectations for the new Nigeria? The new Nigeria work the minds of the people. The minds are disturbed. How can we achieve this new Nigeria? Let's work out the minds of the people. I'm not going to disclose my ideas anyway. I have a plan. I have a project for Nigeria. It's not something I want to disclose.
Well, the new Nigeria should be one filled with much transformation for the future. And I think generally my expectations for the new Nigeria is 100% involvement of the youths to the government process of Nigeria. And we can achieve this in the new Nigeria if we first of all put the concerns of the youths first.
Presidential candidates are any better. We don't really have trust in them, but we are just voting. And there was a time I asked one person that, okay, why are we voting APC or PDP? She said that the reason she should either vote in APC or PDP is because if she has to vote for another party, that party won't count. I won't blame her, but that's exactly what is happening. But if we all could converge and say, okay, we know, let us vote for this particular person. Who dares risk that election? Who dares? Because when everybody's saying, oh, this is the person I want, oh, I want this person, everyone, and when the vote comes out and we're seeing something, of course we know something is wrong. This is how it begins. We need to eradicate this rubbish, APC or PDP that we all are shouting on, and we know that these people that they put in for presidents are not the people we want. Then we should vote for the lesser parties. These lesser parties with good president, let's vote for them. This is how this change will come up, because the truth is, I do not trust Atiku or Buhari bringing this new Nigeria to life. I'm sorry.
Whoever wins the 2019 election, he should do his thing, yeah. I like the fact that Atiku is going to be on that seat, so he should go do his thing. Anyhow, just do it. Do it, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing, bro. Like, whether you want to hunt us down, do your thing. Whether you want to take us up, do your thing. Nigeria can be a better place.
What I expect to see is constant light, more railroad tracks, development on the roadside, education. Like, Nigeria has enough money to take care of everybody in this country. If only our leaders are going to stop being stingy and stop being selfish and stop being self-centered, taking everything all to themselves. And to the youth, truly what the president says that Nigerian youths are lazy. With what we are saying today, out of 100%, 70% are lazy. Most of them just want to do Yahoo. Most of the girls just want to sleep around and get quick money. Nobody really wants to work. And at times when they want to work, there's no job. And when there's job, the salary is low. So if we can improve on our agriculture, improve on working on talents. There's so many Nigerians that have talent. There's so many Nigerians that have dreams. And parents really need to work on their children. After school, they should learn a handwork or something. It's very useful. Everybody needs to learn how to be their own boss. I'm not saying everybody has to work. Everybody has to have a business then who does the work. But at least everybody needs to have something tangible they can do apart from working in the office. Like, I know some people that work in the office and they still have people they employ to sell trash cans for them. They have people they employ to do minor stuff for them that fetch them extra income. That is very possible if only our transportation stop getting higher. Because when you're earning 30,000 salary and you're spending half of it on transportation, it doesn't make sense. How do you save? How do you invest? How do you grow? Nigerians really need to work on their savings, and that's the problem. People don't save, and that is why at the end of the day they cry, they steal, they do all sort of things just to earn extra money. Meanwhile, there are other ways to earn money than doing the wrong things.
And my advice for whoever wins the 2019 general election is that the youth should be first and foremost, and education should be given first priority in the national budget.
My advice for whoever wins the election, the 2019 election, just do what you campaign for. It will just fulfill your promises, because we had leaders who have sweet talked us in the past and they ended up doing nothing. But my advice is, let your conscience be your guide. If your conscience is your guide, then I believe you would do things that you actually say you would do. Happy elections, Nigeria.
Okay, great reaction right there. I want to say thank you to everyone for your contribution. Like, trust me, without your contribution, I don't know what we would be doing right here. Well, thank you so much. And now, hoping that the leaders will get this message, because everyone has said a piece of their mind. And right now, trust me, I've seen that the new Nigeria is very possible. So let it not be just a political campaign strategy to get votes and all that. So whoever wins 2019 general election should take into consideration what Nigerians are saying, because it is very important that you listen to the electorate. These are the people you are serving. These are the people who will take you and your team to that promised land. So you need to give ears to what they are saying. It is very important. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's made this possible as well. And do not forget that you can be part of this. All you have to do is just go on our YouTube right there, which information is right there on your screen, and they'll make this happen. Okay, put your comment right there, and do not forget to subscribe as well, because this is your boy G-willzy. Let's keep doing it right here on the corner. I mean, it's fun, isn't it? Let's do it again. Bye bye for now.